Have you ever heard of the Kambo frog? Kambo? It's this frog in South America, and they they string this frog up, two legs this way, two legs that way, and the frog looks happy enough. I mean, you can go just pick those frogs right up; they don't even care. They have no natural predators because their excretion is so is poisonous. But what the tribes and now a bunch of white people do is they get this poison from the frog and they put it on a stick. It's this slimy stuff that becomes dry, and they spit on it or wet it down and scrape it and make these little jelly balls. And then people burn themselves, and then they put one of those. They get a blister and they wipe off the blister and they put a little dot of that jelly on that blister, and they'll do odd numbers of dots, usually like 3 or 5 or whatever. And then they just get a burning sensation and they throw up. That's and it cures. Supposedly it cures a lot of stuff, and it has a lot of stuff in it that I guess at some level you get high from it, maybe. But generally speaking, people do it as a cleansing practice. So they drink a lot of this corn beer, chicha, and then they burn themselves and they put that stuff on there, and after like 10 minutes they're just like hot tingles and they're throwing up. I ordered some off of eBay, which is probably not the right way to do it because the first batch I got was no good. It literally was not right. It didn't work, and I questioned the guy and got a refund. But then I ordered some real stuff and it's legit, but I have only used it a little bit, just a little bit. But my friend was in town from South America, and he had some he had harvested. You know, he hangs out with the tribes, and I was really looking forward to going through it with him because that's kind of what he's about. You know, the Kambo frog. And he's back in South America now, so I have some. I'm gonna make use of it. But when I was in South America, I was hanging out at this house for a good while, and there was a frog, and I was amazed. This bright green frog, and it didn't even seem to care. So I went right up to it, and one of its eyes was bad, and I said, "Oh, you poor frog." I had colloidal silver, so I put a drop on its eye. Didn't even move. Well, I was hanging out for days at the house there, so I just kept dropping that on its eye, and sure enough, it was getting better. It really was getting better. And then the rains came, and it left. But then it was much, much later when people started talking about Kambo, and I looked it up online. I was like, "Oh, that's my buddy the frog!" And so my other friend, the friend who's back in South America now, he made mention, "Oh yeah, that's really significant. Plus the eye, like, pay attention to this." I said, "Oh yeah, you're right." But it's just one of those things. It's not exactly a comfortable thing. It's not like hugging a fuzzy teddy bear. It's like puking ferociously on purpose, burning yourself, and then puking ferociously. So supposedly you do that for a little while and then you wipe it off, and you get back to normal pretty quick. But I don't know. I might do it tonight. Tomorrow's the big drum circle. I just kind of want to do it, you know, and I was really disappointed. It was the weirdest thing too. My friend, he's a bit of a weirdo, but he's my buddy, you know. And so I go on Facebook and it said, "You have a friend request from him." And I said, maybe he started a new page or something. So I look, and no, same guy, same page. Like, I was thinking, did he defriend me and then like think better of it and send me a friend request? He wasn't like answering my texts. I'm thinking, this fucker, like, it's my friend, I thought, you know. And then so then I went ahead and accepted his friend request. I was gonna wait till I talked to him to accept his friend request. So I accepted his friend request, saw that he had updated his page and stuff, so I knew he was alive. So then I unfriended him right then, and then sent him a friend request. Like, fuck you, you know. I mean, I want to be his friend, you know, but I was thinking, well, if he's being weird, I'm okay not having one more friend. But like, he's a good friend, so I was upset. But then he texted me saying that's weird about Facebook having us not friends, and I said, yeah, that's truly weird. I saw I had a friend request, so I accepted it, unfriended you, and sent you another one just because it was so peculiar. Whatever. I don't know. Life is weird, but now I'm gonna do it myself. And here's a secret. Here's an actual secret. You know cashews? You know how cashews are never in the shell? Do you know why that is? It's because the sap or the resin from the shell is it's caustic enough that it will actually burn you. In fact, you can't really see it now, but I put a circle on myself in this stuff just to see what would happen. A Brazilian guy told me, "Oh yeah, some people will draw on themselves with it as like body art." I thought, "Oh my god, I'm gonna make a product." Well, FDA hat. They could not say yes that it was okay. You know what I'm saying? They couldn't say yes, but I don't think it's technically illegal for me to put it out. But they're definitely not going to approve it. You know what I mean? And it's one of those things that's, as an American, it's funny because we think that there's rules and regulations for every detail of everything you could think of. But it's just not that way in most of the world. And in fact, it's not that way here. So you find something like that where it's like, there's just not a rule that applies, but it's clearly that they have a problem with it. It was kind of funny. Like, I tried to get them to say, yeah, we'll go for it, but they wouldn't do it. And so I was really reluctant to market it in any capacity for body art because it's a gray area, but Anyway, so I have this. When I was in India, I found a place and got a couple bottles of this liquid that will burn you. It will literally cause you to blister. You put some on there, and it's like, oh, well, it's like, oh, ouch! Like, wash that off. And sure enough, it blisters. So I wanted him present because I was going to do it myself first. But I'm thinking rather than burn myself with these special sticks, I'm just going to use drops of this that cashew resin and get blisters. And once the blisters come, just wipe off. That's what you do. You get a blister and you wipe off the outer layer, and then you put the frog goo on that exposed raw skin. So actually, I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna burn. Seriously, I burned myself so many times. You should see this. Like, for all the times I burned myself, I've probably only been successful like with 1 dot or 2 dots. Like, I don't know if you can see. Anyway, I got dots here. I've got dots here. Hell, you can't see. But trust me when I say I've got one. I count them. I don't know, I've got like 10 dots or something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now I've got more than 10. But that first batch was bad. So I was trying with this stuff that was like wax. It definitely was not frog resin. So buyer beware. If you buy it on eBay and it doesn't become snotty, jelly-like when you get it wet, then it's probably not the real thing. But you'd be better off just paying someone $100 to do it for you. But if you get a stick, it's $50, and you could do like 50 dots with that stick. So it's cheaper, but buyer beware. And then you end up with scars. Some people who get it done, they get it done in designs. Like one lady has like a dragonfly, a set of scar dots in the shape of a dragonfly on her arm, and a lot of people get it on the chest. But if you get it, you can watch a video on it. Kambo, Kambo, and people, like, if you get it done and you get your head below your heart when you're puking, your face gets just super puffy. Like literally, people say, "Oh, you age 40 years when you do." And really, I mean, it's funny to see people who have gotten it done and like got their face it's like literally super puffy, like anyway. I'm glad my buddy's still my friend. Everybody needs friends, And really, I'm friendly, but I mean, I literally in this life have friends that would die for me, and I would die for. Hope it never comes to that, but you know how deeply reassuring that is? Because who doesn't get lonely? Who doesn't feel like, am I worth anything? Everybody feels that way. And to have in the back of your mind that memory of somebody, like, being that person for you, like, oh, it's just like bedrock, like emotional bedrock. I was lucky enough to have a good family. I could definitely count on my family. And I really sincerely feel like people can count on me. Like my friends, they might not know it, but they can count on me. I'm solid. I'm a little bit finicky sometimes, like I'm a little bit square, like I don't steal, I don't cheat, which may be like, okay, yeah, don't steal and don't cheat, but like, I'm very exacting with it. And I think some people get like, what's the word? Like, they feel embarrassed. Like if they feel like I'm judging them. I don't know. I mean, I care in some sense, but like, there's weirdos. I've been friends with a lot of people, and a lot of those people are freaky. And by freaky, I mean like not upstanding Protestants. Upstanding Protestants can be freaky too. But anyway, go team. If you get a chance, read the Hafez poem. Why not Hafez, Hafiz? Why not be the one? Why not be the one with a moon in each eye? If you just Google those words and read that poem, it might change your life. It might change the life of everybody you meet henceforth. Why not be that one?